ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Lalit Rao and I'm the editor of www.cinemapoet.com website. And today with me I have a special guest all the way from New York, Mr. Milcho Manchevski. Milcho Manchevski is the director of the renowned, among other films, Before the Rain, which he made with famous Radhe Serbitsa, the actor. Welcome Milcho to Kerala, and thank you for giving me a chance to speak to you. Milcho, tell us something about your living in New York and making films in Europe.
It's a peculiar situation. I moved to New York in 1985, shortly after I graduated from film school. So I spent most of my adult life based in New York, but somehow it turned out that the films I make are European co-productions, and all of them have been either partly or entirely shot in Macedonia. I don't consider them to be films about Macedonia per se. They're at best films from Macedonia, but I hope that they address universal human issues and themes, and that they talk of people, not of a place called Macedonia.
Okay. And what about your new film, Mothers, which is being shown here? How did you get the invite, and what was your reaction when you came to know that you are going to come to India for a film festival? Because I believe it's your first experience with the film festival in India.
Well, I love India. I mean, I've traveled here several times before, going back 12 years, first time I came, and I've traveled extensively, and I just love the place. There's so many aspects of it that I love. And I will be traveling a little bit after this. Part of it is for photographs. There's a lot of pictures I took in India which are in my last book of photographs called 5 Drops of Dream. And I'm very happy to be here in Kerala because it feels like a real happening place when it comes to cinema. People seem to be really excited about seeing good films, which is all that really matters.
Milcho, you spoke about co-production with Europe. So do you think Europe provides a lot of support to cinema, much more than America, in terms of money or in terms of technical structure?
Well, it's completely different. The way films are financed in the States is mainly with an eye, or with sole focus on how those films will bring back money and earn money. And while I absolutely agree that it's essential for films to return their investment, I don't think that the sole purpose of making a film should be to make money, to create money. It's not, to me, purely a money-making device, a money-making vehicle. If anything, it is a vehicle to create beauty, to talk about the human condition, and in addition, it would be making money would be something that's necessary but not central to making a film. So, on the other hand, the way films are financed in Europe is with an eye on the relevance of those films, on the essence and the beauty, on how relevant those films are to the viewer, to speaking about the human condition, to creating something beautiful. So they're not solely money driven. And if I have to choose between those two ways of financing films, I would rather go for the European model of financing. Mind you, it doesn't mean that you need to make, or that you're allowed to make self-indulgent films that lose money. But paying a little more attention to the essence of the film you're making seems to be more in line with the European way of financing and making films, and that's why I prefer making them in Europe.
Milcho, after the breakup of Yugoslavia, many of the filmmakers from Yugoslavia, for example yourself, then Goran Paskaljevic, then Kusturica, they had to leave Yugoslavia and they had to make the films elsewhere. And now things are shaping up in these former republics. So what is the current state of affairs in Macedonia, your own home country?
Well, I'm not really the person to talk about it because
Yeah, but as a person who was born.
I live overseas, and I've lived overseas since well before the breakup. Macedonia is a tiny, small country, smallest than the smallest state in India, for that matter. It's only 2 million people, makes only a couple films a year, and the state finances those films. My films have all been European co-productions, but not all films coming out of Macedonia that way. It's hard to put things in perspective. It was really a traumatic and tragic period when you look at it from a distance. I mean, more than 200,000 people died, and it affected everybody's lives. Some filmmakers are still based overseas. Some filmmakers are based in what used to be Yugoslavia. And film is the most international of arts anyway. So, in a way, it's easier for a filmmaker to be international than for a writer.
And Milcho, finally, thank you very much for giving a chance to speak to you, and we wish you all the best.